Hi guys, Liam here from Back to the Console, and this is a video about the glorious days of the PlayStation 1 demo. How awesome were they? I used to play Parappa the Rapper constantly, just the first and second level, for hours and hours on end, and when I bought the game, it was rubbish. Thanks demos, but here's a review on all the demos. Before the internet let us download a game trailer in seconds, before YouTube showed us every level, boss and ending before release, there was one magical invention that arrived through the letterbox. The PlayStation 1 demo disc. A tiny silver circle of possibilities that promised hours of entertainment or at least enough gameplay to convince your parents that the full game was definitely a sensible purchase. The PlayStation demo disc was basically the gaming version of a free supermarket sample, except instead of tiny piece of cheese, you got a handful of games, a weird menu screen, and the chance to spend 3 hours replaying the same 5-minute level because you couldn't afford the actual game. Mom, I don't need food this week. I have the Crash Bandicoot demo.
Yeah, boy.
Opening a demo disc felt like opening a treasure chest. The menu music will kick in, the shiny PlayStation logo would appear, and suddenly you were browsing a collection of digital possibilities. Of course, most of those possibilities lasted about 10 minutes, but those 10 minutes were amazing. Every game felt like it could be the next big thing.
Oh my god!
The best part was the imagination. A demo would give you one level, maybe one character, and your brain would fill in the rest. You'd finish the same race in Gran Turismo 50 times and convince yourself the full game must contain every car ever made. You'd play the first mission of an action game and assume the entire adventure would be nothing but explosions and cool moments. Sometimes you were right. Sometimes the game was actually really good.
Hell yeah!
And let's not forget the classic demo disc promises. A trailer would show incredible footage of upcoming games and make them look like the future. Characters running through huge worlds, amazing graphics, cinematic cutscenes. Then you actually played the demo and your character got stuck on a wall because the camera decided it had its own plans. Some demos were replayed more than the games we actually owned. A 5-minute demo could become a weekly event. Friends would come round and everyone would take turns trying to beat the same section. Nobody cared that we only had one track or one level. Back then, limited content didn't feel like a restriction, it felt like a challenge. PlayStation demo discs also introduced us to games we might never have tried. You'd pick up a random magazine, stick the disc in, and suddenly you're playing something completely unexpected. It was the perfect way to discover hidden gems before reviews, online videos, and endless comment sections told you what you were supposed to like. Of course, there were downsides. Sometimes the demo would end right when things got interesting. You'd finally get into the action, the music would build, the boss would appear, then thank you for playing this demo.
What the fuck?
Excuse me? That's like turning off a film as the villain walks in. And then came the cruelest part, waiting for the full game. Months of staring at screenshots in magazines, wondering if the finished version would ever arrive. These days we complain about waiting for a patch. Back then we waited 6 months just to find out if a game was actually good. Looking back, PlayStation demo discs were more than just free samples. They were a huge part of our gaming culture. They created excitement, introduced us to new experiences, and gave us something to look forward to every month. They were a time when a small collection of demos could keep you entertained for an entire weekend. They may seem primitive now, but those little silver discs were gaming magic. They were proof that you didn't need a massive download, online multiplayer, or constant updates. Sometimes all you needed was a PlayStation controller and a demo that you'd already completed 200 times. And nothing built character quite like finishing a demo and immediately pressing start to do it all over again. And nothing built character quite like finishing a demo and immediately pressing start to do it all again. Thank you, PlayStation, and thank you for your demos. And there we go, a video about PlayStation demo discs, and I really hope it brought back some nostalgia to you. And if it did, comment below, tell me your stories, I would love to hear them. And if you really enjoyed this, please subscribe to the channel as it really helps. Thank you again, see you all in the next video.